Let's first go to our top story of the day, and that is Tesla. Tesla deliveries reaching a record quarter, beating Wall Street expectations. Now, the Silicon Valley automaker delivering over 95,000 vehicles in the second quarter, a dramatic increase from just a year ago. Joining us now for today's panel, we have Yahoo Finance's Gamm, Rick Newman, and Dan Roberts. Thank you all for being here. Rick, let me go to you first, just in terms of what these numbers mean for Tesla. How excited should we be about this?
Well, one of the big worries about Tesla was that demand was falling off. People just didn't want to buy the Model 3 sedan, which is the car that is going to make or break Tesla. So what this tells us is demand seems to be strong, and on top of that, they're actually able to build these cars and get them out the door. This includes also getting them to overseas markets where they had some snags. So the death knell that some were sounding for Tesla was premature.
But they had to cut prices. They're not making a profit, and the price of batteries is going to go up.
Yeah, look, I thought actually the Journal phrased this kind of well. It said that it takes a little bit of the pressure off. That's all. That's all it does. It is great. It's a nice milestone, and it is the kind of thing that, because Tesla, it seems to me, is a stock that is so narrative-driven. That is, whenever there's what is seen as a big win, we see all the bulls come out, it goes up, or what is seen as an embarrassing loss, or things like his tweets and drama in that regard, you knew that if, in fact, they broke this record, which they did, or set this record, that the stock would go up. But in the long term, all of the big concerns about the company, it seems to me, still remain.
Yeah, and this is a very polarizing stock. I mean, I don't know if this news today means much for the long-term trajectory of the stock, because listen, if you like Tesla, this is an endorsement of your thesis. You're going to keep buying it. If you don't like Tesla, you're going to say, well, this is a one-time success, a one-time wonder, and you're going to stay away from the stock.
Well, yeah, because there's so many questions out there about whether or not this is even sustainable.
Well, this is only sales numbers. Keep this in mind. This is not earnings. And one way you can boost sales of anything is to cut the price. So what we don't know is how much will price cuts actually affect profitability, or I should say lack of profitability, because Tesla is not profitable yet. So earnings results come next month, and that is the next thing that we'll be looking for to validate that this is actually good.
Well, and that first quarter report was
bad, but how about 52-week? The stock is down almost 30%.
Climbed back a little bit thanks to this, and in the last few weeks, right? Or really,
it's got a Matterhorn to still climb, though.
I
mean, and plus they face an onslaught of electric vehicles, which are coming to market from established manufacturers who don't have the production problems that Tesla has. I mean,
and who aren't sleeping under their desks.
Well, tweeting.
You did the report with Pross on these are important issues. Fit and finish matters to people who are paying $35,000, $40,000 for a vehicle.
And they're paying generally more than that for the Model 3. That's the so-called entry price. I don't know if they're even selling a Model 3 for $35,000 yet. They're closer to $50,000. That was our review from a year ago, and that was one of the early production models. And they have, without a doubt, they have improved the quality of this car. I mean, Consumer Reports loved the car, then they dinged the car for quality issues, and now they like it again. So those are these are the growing pains of a car company. I mean, building cars is really hard. This is a complicated product, and Elon Musk himself has said manufacturing is underrated in its complexity.